Hello, I'm DarkerDevoTee. I've got food in my teeth. I can feel it whenever I talk. Okay, without food in my teeth. Hello, I'm DarkerDevotee, and welcome back to The Novelist. In the last video, we've done stuff, watch it. Now, it is... we didn't kill anyone. Now it is the funeral. That night, Linda got a phone call. Okay, I thought it was going to be that Linda died. Okay. This is her father, isn't it? Because of Linda had a call from her mother, and she had to kind of she could tell that there was like that she was upset. So it's going to be about her father.
Anne, I just got off the phone with Mom. She told me about Grandma Joe.
About Grandma.
I know we expected it sooner rather than later, but this is hitting me so much harder than when Granddad died last year. Do you remember going to Grandma Joe's house after school on Wednesdays and playing until Mom got off work? How Grandma Joe always had a surprise for us? Even if it was just cookies in the oven, she'd always time it so the whole house would smell like them when we got there. I hope the minister captures those little moments because they don't seem as little now. I wish the circumstances were different, but it will still be good to see you at the funeral. What am I saying? You probably won't even get this until after the funeral. I guess I just needed to write anyway. Love, Linda.
Oh, that's sad. But also, damn, you must have a young family if your grandparents are still alive while you have like a 7-year-old kid. I don't know, a kid. Like, that's crazy. I mean, I guess, yeah. Actually, fair. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I never met my dad's, but my mum's grandparents died when I was like 9 or so. Yeah, fair enough then. I never met them. Mark the 21st of this month on your calendar. For one day only, watch the world-famous fight F5 as they scream across the sky. Witness death-defying feats of flying in a display unlike anything you've ever seen. Guaranteed to blow you away. Don't miss it. I struggled reading that for some reason. Okay. You enjoyed the camping by the looks of it. But because that picture's everywhere.
What about that?
But okay, so that's probably going to be like a Tommy thing.
Here we go.
To go out and do something. Cool pool first thing tomorrow morning. Any possible way to move it? Is this thing announced yet? What's for dinners this week? Roast chicken. Ooh, nice Sunday roast. Nice. New potatoes, tomato and cucumber salad. That sounds like an awful salad. Lentil soup. Not too hot for something heavy. Too hot for something heavier. Now I always think that soup is warming food. Because I have a lot of soup during winter time, you see, and I don't have as much soup during summer. So that confuses me a little bit, especially lentil soup. Lentil soup's quite thick, which in my eyes is quite heavy. Quiche, okay, quiche Lorraine. All right, and salad. Watching our waistline. So you go for quiche. Joe's tuna casserole and salad. Okay, you're watching your waistline. You're going for bloody grilled cheese. Cheese. Okay. Tommy's taco night and beer for us. I'm not gonna say that in a weird way because Tommy's still a little kid, but Tommy's taco night, that sounds amazing for Tommy. And beer for us, okay. Annie's crock pot, Italian chicken and pepper. Alright. I mean, doesn't sound too bad. I'm not a massive fan of quiche, but I'd eat it. Okay. It sounds like a good week.
How's it going, Tommy?
Is it something... He's probably going to see me. An astronaut? Oh, it'd be the thing I just now watched. There was no lights around there. It's hard to see which ones are off and which ones are on. Like, that one's off, just there next to her. But it doesn't look off. Keep it together for Tommy. Make sure to get up early if I sleep on the couch. Alright. Daddy says the candy store is our secret. Bribing the kid to favour you, huh? With candy. Cunning. Something now I want to read. Everyone happens to be here whenever I'm trying to look at something. But as soon as I go upstairs, everyone seems to be upstairs. There's a lot of things in this room that I want to look at though. That got a note on the kitchen table. I could better... I've already read that, right? Have I already read that? No. Yes, I have read that already.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, Tommy.
Yes, you move. I read that. That's the first thing I read. Big news. Got a call from Books in Eugene. They want you to do a reading from Windsong. Maybe even some Q&As. Some book signing and all of that stuff. I think you should do it. In fact, I'm going to be pretty pissed if you don't. Bracket is a big outlet, so if this goes well, orders for the new book will definitely go up. I don't need to remind you how long it's been since Trammer's Way came out. If you don't keep your name out there, no one will even notice when you finish the new book. Whatever it's called. Hell, speaking of the new one, why don't you read some of it too? Maybe the second chapter you sent me last month. That was a pretty good. Bracket books. Okay, Eugene. The 21st, see you there. Pool. P.S. You know the long game, right? Nailing this one could mean a bigger advance on the next book. Could do, but then look at bloody J.K. Rowling. She's done the Harry Potter books, wrote several books after that. No one knows they exist. Okay. That's really loud. Oh, literally just there, that's why.
Just be here for me.
Lynn, I'm so sorry. Tell me what I can do.
Alright. So she's really sad about her grandma passing, which is acceptable. And he is trying to can't think of the right word, but can't give a company type thing, and making sure she's okay and being there for him, being there for her.
And as for last weekend, I can't stop wondering what kind of advice Tynan would have had for Act 2. It's still a mess. I tried to work on it, but it was impossible to get anything done with so much going on. Although I guess I did flex a little creativity. I came up with an impressive number of errands to run just to get out of the house.
That's something. At least don't look around.
I gotta call Paul again.
Again? Alright. Oh, that light's off. So that light's off apparently. Can't tell that it's off because it's still bright. Memories. Ooh, a bit of paper we can read.
Most of you here knew my grandmother. For those who didn't, I truly wish you had. She was an example for all of us. Her warmth, her caring, and her smile were impossible to forget. It's still hard for me to believe she's gone. Without her, the world is...
Without her, the world is... She got like a hiccup during reading that or something. Anyway. Anything in here? This is very empty. Where's this all? Where are all these toys? Bit odd.
Okay.
Already been here.
Oh no. Joe's funeral's the same day as the signing in Eugene, and Paul says they can't move it. He'll understand if I bail because he knows Linda, but Grovefield is a different story. They won't give a damn why I missed it. They'll just get a memo and put it in a spreadsheet somewhere and write me off just a little bit more. And it's not just the timing. If I do the reading, I've got to get that chapter in shape. It's not even remotely ready for anyone to see it. Can't worry about what Paul says. He's my agent. He's supposed to stroke me. And what about Tommy?
What about Tommy? You're going to the funeral. I don't care. You can't just say, nope, sorry, I'm putting my work first after supporting you at your at your grandma's funeral. Not how it works. I mean, damn, like, my nan's funeral at the start of this year, I've friends of who I hadn't seen since high school decided to turn up. Just to show, like, sympathy and stuff. Like, that's crazy. Like, they're just... No, I've already seen your things. Tommy, that's who I was, see. But yeah, so so he definitely... I don't care if his book might not get won't get the recognition. There's always another time, right? What is it with this picture? I'm guessing downstairs. Yeah. Please, Mom, can I have some more?
Is she in heaven?
I'm sure she is, honey.
Nah, she's currently at a funeral parlour. It being nice and cold. It's okay because I think it's on the note on the fridge. It said it's quite hot at the moment. So she's nice and cool. She's not overheating. It's fine. Okay. Bloody heaven.
I got it.
Okay. Who haven't I seen? Did not want to drop down, but sure. Don't turn round, don't turn round, don't turn round, don't turn round. Okay. Toilet? Right in.
Mom tried to hide it, but I can tell when she's disappointed. I hate that they couldn't come, especially after they tried so hard to make time. Maybe if she'd called before they changed plans, it would have gone smoother. It's impossible not to think about the rough patches Mom and Dad hit without thinking about Dan and me. I should bring that up to him and see what he says. He's mentioned their history before. I'd love to hear his answer when I make the comparison. Can he talk his way out of that one?
As long as you do it nicely and it doesn't start an argument, then sure, why not? But I can see that turning into an argument straight away, and that's not going to help your marriage, is it? That sounds a bit too harsh. And considering the way things are at the moment, that's really not going to help. Just to confirm, it was not a hiccup. Okay. Okay. I need to call and buy a ticket if he's coming to the funeral. Alright then, cool. Do some serious work on that chapter first. Where's Jimmy? Oh, Tommy? Why do I always call him Jimmy? I don't know. Upstairs in his room? Yeah. The magazine says there's going to be a ton of planes. Okay. We're forgetting about his book. Which is not good, because, you know, the name of the game is Novelist. But there has been a family crisis. Her grandma died. She wants to make a call to make sure that What's-His-Face has turned up. That What's-His-Face turns up. What's her face? I can't remember who it was now. But someone turns up. But we do need happiness. If we yes, someone has died, but we can't forget her try and live our life happily. I'm sure like other family members would get in contact with this person. Well, who am I kidding? Again, relating back to the start of the year, me and my mum had to contact everyone, because no one would interact with each other. God, that was a nightmare. But she really wants this person, whoever it was, to turn up. I mean, I'm gonna have to side with her, but we do need fun, entertainment in our lives to try and cheer everyone up. And I quite honestly would go for that rather than just trying to get in contact with one person. You might not be able to make it anyway. But why don't you just make the call, and which will take like 5 minutes, and then go to this place? This is what I find annoying about the game. It's just like I can only choose one. But this phone call, this will not take up an entire day. This will take up like 5 minutes of that day. You can do that in the morning while Tommy is getting ready to go out to do this thing. This is what I find really annoying. It's just like time management is not a thing within this game. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna be siding with Tommy. It's one singular phone call. One person that might not be able to make it. I'm not gonna be wasting an entire day or even like an entire week by choosing that singular thing. We need fun. We need fun. Where's the magazine? Is that the magazine? I don't care. Yes, I saw a side of Tommy in the last video as well, by making the fort, but it's just one singular phone call. Diary of K. Williams. J is gone. Joe is gone. Okay. Is gone, and I am alone. That is the sum of it. No other thought enters my mind. Been wed 38 years now, alone. Okay. A senseless accident has taken Jay from me. What I should do with myself I do not know. Money is no worry. That's nice. Time. That is the thing. There is so much of it still ahead of me. I've been blessed with health, but that blessing is now a curse. It is nothing more than the curse of time alone without Jay. I attempt to look ahead, but cannot envision a path without Jay. I was trying to read that as invasion for some reason. For so long, I had no need to imagine one. The children do not understand why I have come to this house alone, as they cannot understand my loss. Oh, I can do these? I did not know throughout the entire game that I can just select an item. This is what, my 6th video? I did not realise this. And then yes, selecting the phone. Oh, I did not know this. Damn it. Oh my god, I feel stupid now. I cannot say I feel better than I did upon arriving for Jay. Is still gone, but I do feel a change. Some glimmer of a path has taken form in my mind. I cannot describe it other than a narrowing of thought. Perhaps the time alone has been thanked, or perhaps it is something else, something unknown. Today I drove to McClellan's to buy coffee, wine and vegetables, although I was not due to run short of those for a few days more. I confess I went to hear human voices, to be around the living. I conversed with a pleasant couple, and it did me no small measure of good. My first word came out as a croak. Right. Bit. And I realised I had not spoken in days. A small reminder of my solitary days here, alone with my thoughts, thinking of Jay, staring at the sea just over the cliff. Though I must confess, my gaze always drifts from the sea to the edge of the cliff. I remember that phone. I'm gonna have a look around. Damn it. I completely forgot. It's not that I didn't know, I completely forgot that that's a thing. Because I've done that in the first video, right? Oh dear. Such terrible playing games, right? Oh well. Because that's what I whisper in his ear, of course. Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay. Dan thought about Tommy spending the summer alone with no friends nearby, and decided that he needed to do something special for his little man. They drove to the air show, and Tommy could barely contain his excitement. He was even able to meet one of the pilots after the show. They had their picture taken together, and the pilot gave Tommy a pair of captain wings. Nice. He knew he couldn't ignore Grandma Joe's passing completely though, so he flew into Denver the night before the funeral and attended the visitation. He was on the ground for less than 12 hours before having to fly back out, and Linda was hurt that he didn't go to the service as well. But she knew he was trying the best of the situation. Huh? Wait, did depend on, because he needed to call Joe, right? He needed to call, what is his name? Didn't I choose the wrong phone or something? I don't know. I should have read it properly. Yeah, he just now called. Oh, I was meant to call. What's her face instead? Paul was livid when Dan called and said he couldn't make it to the reading. Okay, Dan was used to the agent laying into him. Though, what really worried him was that he hadn't got a chance to work on the chapter Paul had asked him to read. That gnawed at him. He knew he couldn't afford to keep putting his book second if he wanted to be his best work. Okay. As July came to an end, the Kaplans' lives had developed a pattern. A terrible pattern by the sounds of it, but it's a pattern. Dan finished his first draft, but instead of accomplishing, he felt disappointed the book had gotten away from him. It was barely readable, much less punishable. Paul and Groove Street gave him one last chance to get it into shape. They didn't have to tell him what the consequences would be if he couldn't get it together. And on the following Tuesday, Tommy put on an art show in the den, explaining his drawing to his parents one by one. Dan got Linda to pretend that they were in an art audition, bidding against one another for each drawing. Dan would not be denied, outbidding Linda every time while complimenting the family's youngest artist on his priceless work of art. That's quite cute. That's quite sweet. Dan had made reservations for a weekend at a bed and breakfast, but they both privately wanted to cancel it, as had become their pattern. Neither one of them spoke up, so they went anyway. It was as miserable as they both feared. Without anyone else around to distract them, they couldn't hide from the empathy that had consumed their marriage. They still had a month left, but Dan's chance to change the course of the summer were growing fewer. Okay. There's something. I could have been whispering things into Dan's ear this entire time, and it's annoying me. Just completely forgot that was even the thing. But I swear, every single time I look round the entire house to see what I can interact with. Every time. I'm sure of it. And I've never discovered anything like that. But whatever. I've obviously just been missing things. But that's really annoying, actually. But whatever. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, then please remember to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I shall see you all in the next video. Cheerio. Cheerio.